If you had to, would you close down the borders?
No. We have a president who has propagated xenophobic anti-immigrant sentiment from before he was elected. Isn't it interesting that a president who has been demagoguing and demonizing immigrants, the first thing that he could think about is closing down the border? So we need scientists to tell us the appropriate approach.
All of our people, when I say all, I also mean the undocumented in this country. All of our people are entitled to basic human rights. We will end the demonization of the undocumented people in this country by the Trump administration.
Bernie Sanders says on his first day as president, he will restore the legal status of the roughly 1.8 million young people under the DACA program, adding he will also end policies that allow the separation of families at the border.
Day one, we introduce bipartisan legislation, which will in fact be comprehensive, which will result in a path toward citizenship for all of the 11 million who are undocumented. That is what the people of our country want.
A moratorium on deportations for the 99% of the people is nothing to be cynical about. I think that is a significant step forward, and the undocumented community would be very proud of that.
So, ending 99% of deportations to please the undocumented community.
Bernie Sanders' appeal to most people is that he's been consistent on the issues for 30 years, on health care, on the economy.
That's right.
What is the one thing that he has not been consistent on? Immigration.
He was firmly against open borders.
Should we have a completely open border so that anybody can come into the United States of America? If that were to happen, which I strongly disagree with, there is no question in my mind that that would substantially lower wages in this country.
Open borders?
Open borders.
That's a Koch brothers proposal. You know what youth unemployment in the United States of America today? If you're white, a white kid, high school graduate, 33%, a Hispanic, 36%, African American, 51%. You think we should open the borders and bring in a lot of low-wage workers? Or do you think maybe we should try to get jobs for those kids? You have in this bill guest worker programs that will bring in hundreds of thousands of entry-level workers to work in kitchens, waiters, waitresses, lifeguards, ski resort workers. Is it really true that we can't find American workers to do those jobs? Frankly, I don't believe it.
So it seems to me that at a moment when our middle class continues to disappear, when millions of workers are working longer hours for lower wages, when median family income has gone down by $5,000 since 1999, it does not make a lot of sense to me that we have an immigration reform bill which includes a massive increase in temporary guest worker programs that will allow large multinational corporations to import hundreds of thousands of temporary blue-collar and white-collar guest workers into this country from overseas. So one of my major concerns here is that I think corporate America is kind of using immigration reform as a means to continue their effort to lower wages in the United States of America, and we must not allow that to happen.